Okay, I'm recording. Let's do a clap. Hello, friends. So, this is the first time that I'm busting out my DSLR in quite a long time, but you guys, it's been so overdue. So overdue. I wanted to. Oh, Jesus, I just hit my mic. Whoops. I had wanted to make this change a while ago. Honestly, I had hoped that I could just then switch over to my iPhone because it has autofocus and shoots in 4K. But I love the depth of field on my DSLR, and so that's why we're back to this. But who cares about that stuff? No one cares about that stuff. Today, we're talking about the Batman. Now, I have a very unique experience with the Batman because I am a huge Batman fan, yet I did not watch this in theaters. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Very, very ashamed. I should have absolutely seen this in theaters. There's no excuse other than the fact that, COVID was still going on, and I hate going to the theater. It was literally exemplified yesterday by when I saw Top Gun Maverick in theaters, and just the people, they're so stupid. If it weren't for people, I would absolutely be able to do theaters, but they just suck, and so I might go to the theater like 2-3 times a year, maybe. I think I'm just over theaters at this point. I'm very, very over going to AMC. I will never set foot in an AMC again. Why am I ranting about random shit when I'm supposed to be talking about the Batman? Okay, so the Batman. There's so much to enjoy about this movie, and if you know me, you know that I love The Dark Knight, as in, well, I mean, obviously I love the character, but the film, The Dark Knight, is my shit. Like, I love The Dark Knight. Saw it twice within 24 hours of release, and actually, I think I saw it twice within 13 hours of release, if we're getting specific, but I watch that film at least once a year. Absolutely love it. There's few films that I've ever been so attached to. Hopefully those birds aren't too annoying. Sorry. Even when this film was announced, everything seemed like it was literally trending in that direction. They released that first trailer that looked like Seven, which Seven is one of my favorite films of all time, so and then it was Nirvana's Something in the Way. There was a lot lining up for it, and I mean, I've been on board for the Robert Pattinson casting since day one. Even when it was rumored, I was like, yep, he's a great actor. I hadn't really been caught up in the Twilight stuff because I honestly, I knew him as Cedric Diggory, and then the Twilight stuff came, and like, I already knew that he didn't like those movies and wanted to be a real actor, so I guess I never really judged him for that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It was always a very weird thing that people were so against it, but I think that's just something that will always happen with the Batman character because people just can't seem to, I don't know, have a level head when it comes to that casting. Has there ever been a casting choice that wasn't controversial? I think that maybe when Kilmer was first cast, people didn't care, but otherwise, pretty much everyone has been criticized massively, which Kilmer was criticized after the movie, so it's just, I don't know, I never had a problem with it. The one problem I had with casting was I didn't see Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle. I just didn't think that she had that vibe, and I was so wrong. She absolutely nailed it. So good. And there's also this weird thing going on with that character where people are like, oh, well, they blackwashed her. It's like, no, that character has been black in the comics at different points, so it's really not that big of a deal. When you have a character that has been historically black or white, that then you change their race, then it's a bit of an issue. So I can't say that I had any problem once actually seeing the film because she nails it. My main thing with any kind of casting is does this person get the essence of the character? And she nailed it. Her costume in particular was really, really cool, just because, I mean, I like the Anne Hathaway version, but the costume felt a little too pristine, so I liked how grimy and how put together this one felt. Then I'm trying to like get through all the different elements because I know that this is going to be just, I have so much to talk about with this movie. Colin Farrell. I mean, Colin Farrell. Can't even tell that it's him. There's times where I was like, oh, I might believe you if you had said Brad Pitt was under the makeup. Just because you can't see any of Farrell's facial features through that makeup. It just your brain starts putting together other people based on the voice, and I could not see Colin Farrell the entire time, which is just extremely impressive. His performance is phenomenal. And the AC just kicked on, so that's probably some kind of feedback that's going on, but welcome back. We're back. We're back. I mean, technically we've been back, but yeah. This is more back in terms of this is going to be an absolute shit show. I don't know how I'll put this together. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Penguin was awesome. Andy Serkis as Alfred. There's a little moment, 'cause I don't want to get into like crazy spoilers. There's a moment though that I thought that they were doing something that they completely caught me off guard with, so that's not spoilery, right? Yeah. Okay. Then the mystery element that's at the center of the entire film is really cool. I like that they didn't take a certain path that the new Telltale Batman games take, because as much as I enjoy those, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they kind of make people into villains that aren't really villains. So I was really worried based on the trailers that was the route they were going with this film, but they didn't. They totally went a different route, and I think it was even better because of that. And what else can I... Oh, the Batmobile. The Batmobile was awesome. Probably my favorite since the Burton version. I've always been a fan of the Tumbler, but it's not... I don't know. It's not what I wanted it to be. Too much of a tank. But then I feel like I haven't touched on it enough, but the Batman suit. That suit is amazing. That is my favorite suit in all of the Batman films. Which, in case you guys weren't aware, I run DC Revisited and covered all the Burton Batman films. I took a break during the Nolan stuff and just narrated, but hey, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Writing, narrating, and editing for DC Revisited. The next one is Constantine, so skipped out on the Nolan trilogy, but then we'll be starting right from Constantine and moving through them all, so we're gonna be moving through the Snyderverse, so not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to that. But they should be fun videos to make, because eventually I will get to the Batman. So I'll probably make another video, or I'll probably put it in the link for this video in like, a year when we finally reach the Batman. If not more. How many films are even... That's probably more than a year since we'll reach the Batman. But I already can't wait. Because it's just phenomenal. I love that movie so much. Matt Reeves just did a really, really great job with... Oh, you know what I need? You guys. Check out. Ooh. That's right. I got the Best Buy Steelbook of The Batman. And I was actually on vacation when this came out, and so I didn't think that I was going to be able to get a copy. And I got the final one, so could not be more excited because it's an awesome 4K and it looks phenomenal. And yeah, the specials on it are really, 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 really cool. My expectation for specials has really like gone down over the last however many years, just because I don't know, they're just not as good as they used to be. But they're on the same tier as the movie in terms of just how good they are. And so check that out if you haven't. But the one last thing that I have to talk about because I already know there's so many things. Like, I haven't even talked about Paul Dano's Riddler, which obviously he's incredible. There's nothing that needs to be said about him other than he's incredible. You need to witness the performance yourself. Same with the secret character that's in it. Awesome job. But the character that I was so impressed with was Gotham City. Because if you've read the Batman comics, you know that Gotham is a character. It is living and breathing, and the fact that this one just nails so many different aspects. It feels like the perfect amalgamation of so many different Gotham cities, and is finally a true representation of the Gotham that we see in the comics. Because Gotham, we either get this like this neon bright city, or this dark, dystopic Chicago looking city. So the fact that there's finally this blend, we get to see it all, that where it's not, there's more, again, it's more of a blend of these things versus distinct changes, which is constantly happening in the films that we were getting. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Gotham that was presented in Nolan's trilogy, but it's very, very Nolan and not very Batman. Not very Gotham. It's Chicago. So I'm glad that that's no longer a thing. We're getting away from that, and Gotham finally has some personality again, which is incredible. But yeah, the mystery element of the film, just there's so many things that I really loved about what they did, and I cannot recommend it enough. And I know sometimes I will forget to do ratings on these, but I would probably say I'd give this a rating of 10 out of 10. Yes. Yeah, that's how much I love this movie. It's a 10 out of 10 film. It's absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot recommend it enough. So make sure that you check it out as soon as you possibly can. It came out like last week. It's been available on HBO Max since whatever, April, right? Check it out. Again, just phenomenal piece of filmmaking, and if you like Batman, you will love this movie. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch the Batman again. Take it easy.